All right, we're going to talk about a word you probably use dozens of times a day, maybe without even thinking about it. It's a word we all think we know, but trust me, it's got some surprising secrets. Yep, the word is have. It's one of the most common, most fundamental verbs in the entire English language. I mean, it's a real cornerstone of how we talk to each other. But don't let that simplicity fool you.
Think back. This was probably one of the very first verbs you ever learned, right? But are you sure you know everything it can do? Because have isn't just a word. It's more like a tool with a whole bunch of different functions.
Okay, let's start on solid ground. We'll kick things off with the most familiar and basic job that have does, the one that everybody learns right at the beginning.
So at its very heart, have is all about possession. To have something just means you own it, you hold it, it's yours. This is its main job, its most direct meaning.
And the good news is, using it in the present tense is super straightforward. For I, you, we, and they, you just use the word have. The only little change is for the third person singular, he, she, or it. In that case, we switch to has. That's it. For example, I have a car. It's totally clear, totally direct, and it just signals simple ownership. This is have in its most basic form. But this is just where the story begins.
So where do we go from here? Well, this simple idea of owning something starts to get a lot bigger. Have quickly expands way beyond physical objects you can actually hold in your hand.
So yeah, we've got possession, but we also use have to talk about our family and our relationships, our physical feelings and what's wrong with us, and of course, the experiences we go through. It's an incredibly versatile word.
I mean, think about it. You don't own your family, right? But we use the exact same verb. She has 2 brothers. This just shows how have is perfect for describing the connections between people. It also works perfectly for internal feelings. You can't see or touch a headache, but you can certainly feel it. So you say, I have a headache. It's like you're possessing a temporary physical state. And is perfect for experiences. Here, in the past tense, we had a great time. You're talking about an event, a memory that you now hold. Pretty cool how flexible this one little word can be, isn't it? All right, so far so good. But now we get to the really interesting part. This is like the secret identity of have. Its role not as the main star, but as a crucial helper. And this is where it gets truly powerful. Have can also be what we call an auxiliary verb. And really all that means is that it's a helper verb. It works behind the scenes, teaming up with another main verb to create more complex tenses. It gives us a way to talk about time with much more precision. Now this is great because it's basically a simple recipe. If you want to build the present perfect tense, you just need 3 ingredients: a subject, the right form of have, and the past participle of the main verb. For instance, she has visited Paris. Okay, what's the main action here? It's visited, right? Has isn't the action. It's just there to help. It tells us that this action happened at some point in the past, but it's still relevant to what's happening now. And guess what? It works for the past too. To build the past perfect tense, the recipe is even simpler. It's always the subject, then had, followed by the past participle. This tense is your best friend for putting past events in order. Check out this example. I had finished before he arrived. See what's happening there? There are 2 actions in the past. The had finished part tells us that that action was completed before the other one happened. Had is the magic word that helps us put past events in the correct sequence. Okay, let's tackle another area that can be a little confusing: how to ask questions and make negative sentences with have. Because depending on where you are or what you're reading, you might see it done 2 different ways. This slide lays it out perfectly. On the left, you've got this more traditional, formal, maybe a little more British way of asking, have you a pen? But on the right is the version you're going to hear almost everywhere in modern English, do you have a pen? Both are correct, but the one with do is by far the most common today. And the exact same logic applies when you're making a negative statement. While I have not a pen is grammatically sound, it sounds pretty formal, even a bit old-fashioned. You are much, much more likely to say or hear, I don't have a pen. It's just the standard way we speak now. So we've covered the grammar, but let's bring it all back to reality. How does have show up in our day-to-day conversations? Well, it is absolutely everywhere, often in these little set phrases that we don't even think about. Just think about it. You don't eat breakfast, you have breakfast. You have a shower, you have fun, you have a problem. All of these common pairings are built around our versatile little verb. It's truly woven into the fabric of daily English. So let's do a quick recap. Have and has are for the present. Had is for the past.
When it's the main verb, it's all about possession, experiences, things like that. And when it's the helper verb, its job is to build those perfect tenses. This just goes to show you that even a word as common as have has all these different layers and functions. You've just unpacked its secrets. And that leaves us with a final thought. If a simple word like have is this complex, what other everyday words are out there, just hiding their own incredible stories in plain sight?